Everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. Tonight, is Friday, and it is time for a little late night dorking with dice. You see the candle burning, you know what this big pink D20 means. It means it's late night dorking with dice here on the Card Wolf Network. The way this works is I roll the big pink D20 here in the middle of the night, and it corresponds to the 20 vintage packs here in the Magic box. Probably be the last week that we have baseball in the box, given that the season has officially ended with the Dodgers winning the World Series earlier this week. But it's still in the box this week, and let's see what we have in the special spots. In the 1, 10, and 20 spots, we have some extra special packs, all good packs in here, but those packs are even better than the norm. In the number 1 spot, it is 1983 Donruss Baseball. It's been in the box for a little while, and a lot of potential here for some Hall of Fame rookies. Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs, and Ryan Sandberg all have rookies in that set, so that would be a sweet pack to pull this week. In the number 10 spot, we have Donruss Priority Hockey, which is an unusual sort of product. I've opened it on the channel a couple of times, and you guys have enjoyed it, so that is why it is in the 10 spot. Hard pack to find, and very cool cards, very nicely made cards. In the number 20 spot, we have a vintage football pack. It's action-packed, 10th anniversary all Madden Team cards, and it's a good pack. Yeah, I've opened this on the channel before too. You guys always enjoy it. These cards are very high quality embossed cards. They're very nice cards and very unusual cards. Don't really have any companies these days making cards that look like that. So that is in our 20 spot. So we'll roll our big. What are we gonna roll? I'm not sure now. What are we? Oh, we're rolling this big D20. It's late night, so my language skills aren't what they usually are when I'm filming these episodes. Let's see how we do here. First pack on this late night episode of Dorking with Dice. Pack number 4. Here it is. Big pack number 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is 1990 Bowman Baseball, and these are pretty cards. I've opened these several times on the channel, and it's always enjoyable. A lot of good players in Bowman, including rookie Frank Thomas possibility out of this pack, and this was a gift from 3 Good Nerds. That's my abbreviation for that channel, 3GN. Thank you so much, Justin, for sending this along. Those of you who have not been over to see 3 Good Nerds, I am a big fan of their channel, and all 3 of those folks over there are indeed good, if not great, and they are indeed nerds. So go check them out if you haven't already. Justin's a really friendly guy, and really enjoyable channel, good family channel as well. Let's get into this 1990 Bowman pack, see what we get out of here. Again, we're looking for a Frank Thomas rookie, lots of Hall of Famers in this pack, and some bubblegum as well. Get that off of that back card there. And yeah, there is some mold on this bubblegum. I'll show you that, because that's always a lot of fun. Put that down there and see how we do with this pack of 1990 Bowman. All right, we start off with Tim Belcher hurling there for the Dodgers. Is he belching or hurling? I'm not sure. We got another Dodgers player there. It's Alfredo Griffin, who I think of as being a Blue Jays player. Great shortstop for the Blue Jays for many years, and a really good player. Always like seeing Alfredo Griffin. A lot of the happy expression you see on his face, that's how he played. He was always just seemed like he was having a great time when he was out there. Greg Swindell and Mike Henneman looking very regal standing there with his glove at his waist. We got Dave Vale for the Mariners, and Andy Van Slyke. Andy Van Slyke came up with the Cardinals, if I'm remembering correctly. This won't show me on the back because they do stats weirdly on the Bowman cards, but he was quite the prospect when he came into the league. Jim Gantner there, and we get an upside-down card. I think that's Will Clark, looking jovial for the Giants. See the alliteration that I did there? Is it? Yeah, it is Will Clark. That was correct. From the White Sox, Scott Fletcher and Luis Sojo. We got Greg Maddux, get a Hall of Famer out of here. That's pretty sweet to see. Nice Greg Maddux card there. Put that in the Wolf Lair, why not? Eric Hansen looking like he's posing for his high school yearbook with that photo. Wow, that is definitely a high school yearbook photo of Eric Hansen there. Jeff Montgomery just hanging around the batting cage, looking like he's having a good time. Adam Peterson. Is it just me, or is there an inordinate number of pitchers in this pack? feel like we've only gotten like 2 or 3 cards that weren't pitchers. There's David Segui, who is not a pitcher, and he has our first Orioles card out of here, so that's pretty sweet. Nice to see that. All right, I'll leave the Oriole on top. See if we get a football or a hockey pack or another baseball pack here in our second roll on late night Dorking with dice. Day after Halloween that we're doing this. We pull pack 8. We'll count backwards from 10. There's 10, 9, and 8 is this pack. It is a hockey pack. Very nice. I like to get the variety here when we have 3 different sports in the box. I always like to see what kind of variety we're going to get out of here. 1990-91 Upper Deck Hockey. I think it's the first time Upper Deck did hockey, and these cards look very much like the other 1990 Upper Deck cards from that era. This is also a gift from Average Joe. Thank you so much, Joe, for sending this along. Every Wednesday I do pack battles with Average Joe, so I think most of you are familiar with his awesome channel and the awesome person that he is, one of the friendliest guys in the hobby, and a guy who opens all kinds of product. Joe finds stuff in his neck of the woods that I never see on shelves out here. So if you haven't checked out Average Joe's channel, you really should. It's a great channel, and he is a great human being as well. So let's see how we do out of this Upper Deck pack. It's Upper Deck, so the cards are going to be backwards and upside down and sideways and all kinds of other things. We start off with Phil Bork, our first card out of this 1990-91 Upper Deck pack. See if I can get this in focus. There we are. Phil Bork from the Penguins. If you haven't seen the backs of these cards, they have different photos and a little hologram up here. If you're ever getting Upper Deck cards graded, the condition of that hologram plays a big factor in the grade you're going to get. That's something most people don't know. There's Esa Takanen hoisting the Stanley Cup with the Oilers. Shout out to Shane at Shoebox Legends, who collects cards of players holding the Stanley Cup. If you don't have that one, Shane, let me know, and I'll be happy to mail it to you. Paul Ranheim from Calgary. And flip this one over. See Bernie Nichols, very good center for the Rangers for many years. Kevin Hatcher. And got a couple more cards to flip over here. Wayne Presley, no relation to the King, as far as I know. Jeff Jackson, the alliterative left winger for Quebec. And Brad Shaw, looking very skeptical. Brad Shaw, not so sure that he trusts whatever is going on out there on the ice. Maybe he's looking over his shoulder at the guy lurking on the Whalers bench behind him. I'm not sure that guy looks trustworthy at all. Don't know what's going on in that game, but poor Brad Shaw seems on his guard. We got Brett Hull there, very nice team card, team checklist card for the Blues. Nice Brett Hull pull there, Hall of Famer as well. Rick Vave, longtime player in the NHL. I don't know why I'm losing the focus. I think my camera wants to focus on the flame back there, the candle flame, signifying late night Dorking with dice. Rick Vave got some sort of neck brace going on there as well. Not sure that that's a good thing to be wearing if you're going to be out on the ice. Dave Tippett and Calder Trophy winner. Wow, that is a scary, scary picture of, who is that? Calder Trophy, Sergei Markarov, and or Markov. There he is, looking ghoulish in my opinion. Maybe I'm still thinking about Halloween from yesterday. Trick-or-treating last night. I'm not going to leave that on top. That'll give me nightmares. Trick-or-treating yesterday was a lot of fun, but it was very cold out, and we went to a lot of houses. It was quite exhausting, but you know, I did pretty well. I think I held up well. The kids seemed to have a good time. We had the cousins with us and one of my son's friends as well. It was quite a pack of us going out last night into the darkness trick-or-treating, and they brought home a ton of candy that wouldn't really let the kids eat much candy, so most of that did not stay in the house. All right, let's go to our third. We got hockey, we got baseball. Let's go to our third pack on tonight's Late Night Dorking with Dice Rip. See if we can get a football pack. It is pack 9. There it is. We just opened pack 8, so 9 is right here. Pack 9 is a football pack, so that's nice. We had 2 of every sport last week on Dorking with Dice. Maybe we'll do that again this week. I don't usually open 6 packs, but we'll see how it goes. So this is 1990 Fleer, also the first year that Fleer did football, and these cards are okay. I don't love these cards. They're fine. They're not anything, you know, super awesome in terms of the design of them. Some people really like them, and I like them that they have different photos on the back than they have on the front. I always appreciate that about cards, and I like how colorful they are, but They definitely look like 1990s cards. The design template really screams that. There's Jerry Gray, and there he is on the back. Different photo, as I said, which I always appreciate. So Fleer made a lot of effort on these. Kelvin Martin for the Cowboys, Harris Barton, and Steve Folsom, tight end for the Cowboys. Vance Johnson, good receiver. Al Toon, really good receiver there for the Jets. Always liked him for some reason, even though I'm not a Jets fan. Rich Camarillo. And Ron Hall, who looks like somebody snapping him the ball. Maybe Ron Hall, the tight end, was sometimes the quarterback. I don't remember that. James Jefferson. And Lomas Brown, good offensive lineman for the Lions. No question about that. Kevin Butler, another punter there. Jim Wilkes and Chris Jackie. There's another kicker. We got 2 punters and a kicker. Deion Sanders, that's a nice pull. That's pretty sweet. And I don't think that's a rookie, but that is a pretty sweet card nonetheless. It looks like a rookie from the back. Maybe it is a rookie. I'm not sure. That's unquestionably the first Fleer Deion Sanders, because this is the first year Fleer made football cards. So I'm going to wolf wear that and check that out. Clyde Simmons looking as though he's just folding his arms. He's all done. He's had it. Clyde Simmons is all done. I'll put that one over there. So we've got a baseball, a hockey, and a football. See what will break the tie here on our 4th roll on late night. Dorking with Dice on the Card Wolf Network. We got pack 6 there. All right, so how are we going to get pack 6? We've already opened 4. We've opened 8. And I think we've opened 9 as well. So I guess we'll count this way, knowing that we have already opened 4. So 1, 2, 3, Invisible 4, 5, and 6 gets us this pack, which is 1993 Upper Deck Football. So we had Upper Deck Hockey, and now this is Upper Deck Football from a few years later, 1993. And a lot of inserts that you can get out of here. There's the Pro Bowl insert set, the Future Heroes insert set, which is a pretty good one. And also, I think there's some sort of other weird insert in here. It has to do with trades or something like that. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've opened this. These are nice cards, though. These do not look like standard Upper Deck cards as much as you might expect. By which I mean they don't look like, the hockey Upper Deck cards. I feel like Upper Deck for several years there, all of their cards more or less looked the same, and these cards are not like that. They're very squeaky. That's weird. You hear that? Those are very squeaky cards. I wonder if that means they're bricked. They do feel, no, they're not too, they don't feel bricked. Maybe they are a little bit. Anyway, we've got a Rams checklist here with Jim Everett on the front, and that one was stuck to the next card, though you can't tell because it's got that really sophisticated Photoshop mosaic tiling weird thing that they did on those cards. Anyway, Jim Everett. This one you see some ink loss. It is a star rookie of, who is that? Rick Muir, who actually lasted in the NFL for a little while. He had a pretty decent career in the NFL. Flipped it. Oh, these are stuck together too. All right, so there's definitely a little bit of stickiness here. Al Smith and Neil Anderson, good running back for the Bears. And we got Johnny Johnson, whose parents should have not phoned it in. They should have come up with something a little more inventive there. Johnny Johnson, no, Warren Moon, great quarterback. Nice to see that Hall of Famer there. Eric Metcalf, good runner for the Browns for many years. Got a Bears checklist card here. And who is number 80 for the Bears? I don't know who that is. That is Curtis Conway. Would never have guessed that. I was not a big Bears fan back then. John Offerdahl, really good linebacker for the Dolphins. Really good player there. Tony Tolbert, and we got 2 more cards in this bricked pack. 93 Upper Deck, Reggie Langhorne and Gary Reasons. What is happening on that Gary Reasons card? I don't know what he's doing. Look at he's joshing with somebody. He's telling somebody a joke on the sideline. Gary Reasons from the Bengals. Do another pack here. If it's another football pack, we had one episode where we got like 5 football packs. 4 football packs out of 5 packs, which was crazy. Last week for baseball, so let's hit a baseball pack. That's how I feel about it. Let's see what we get here. That rolled all the way off the screen, so I'm going to grab that and try again, keeping it on screen there. What do we have? Almost had 20. Yeah, we did get 20. How about that? It is another football pack, though. 20 is action-packed, all Madden Team, with John Madden rising up from the rocks there, looking like some sort of cave troll. A happy cave troll, but nonetheless, 10th anniversary All Madden Team. It's his favorite players from the past 10 years, and I think these came out in 92, is that right? 93 these came out in, so there you go. We're going to get into this. This is a nice pack, and there are some unusual inserts and stuff like that in here, or I guess, I don't know if they're inserts so much as like subset cards. I know that they did inserts for this, but definitely some Hall of Famers to be found in here. And we start off with one right off the bat, a beautiful card. You can see these. I want to make sure you understand. There's embossedness. There's foil up here. And these cards are thicker too. Like this feels like I'm holding like, it's because I was holding two cards. Barry Sanders, anyways, who we have here, and that's a really nice card. Different photo on the back, which I always appreciate too. Really, really nice cards in these. There's LT Lawrence Taylor, another Hall of Famer there. You can see what I'm talking about. These were Madden's favorite players, so a lot of them are huge stars and guys who ended up going into Canton. Gary Fensick there. I don't think Gary Fensick is in the Hall of Fame, but he was certainly a good player for the Bears for many years. You can see there, good safety for them. There's Troy Aikman. Nice card of that awesome quarterback. He is a really good color commentator. I think he might be the best color commentator in the business right now. I always enjoy seeing Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, listening to their commentary on games on Monday night. Wilson, now which guy is this? Bears, Otis Wilson with shades on the back there. Yeah, that's right. He's wearing his sunglasses at night here on the late night Dorking with Dice. And is that Jack Reynolds? It is indeed. Jack Reynolds, I think his nickname was Hacksaw. You guys will instantly correct me if I have that wrong, but I think his nickname was Hacksaw. So that was a nice group of players there. It's definitely some Hall of Famers. Aikman, Taylor, and Sanders. Barry Sanders on top for sure. And that is 3 football packs. That's 5 packs that we have opened tonight. I think I'm going to call it quits because I want to go to bed. I mean, good heavens, it's really late here. So I'm going to go to bed. Hope you guys had a great Friday and have a great weekend plan. I'll see you back here on Monday. I have no idea what we're going to do on Monday, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Enjoy your weekend, and as always, happy collecting.